In 1820, there was a man by the name of Peter Ritchie who had perhaps the strangest survival story ever told that we have in human record. Peter Ritchie got on a ship in 1820 to sail from England to Australia. Along the journey across the ocean, the ship encountered a problem and it began to sink. It went all the way under and everyone perished but a man by the name of Peter Ritchie. While he was floating in the water, a second ship happened to come along. They saw something in the water. They went over, and sure enough, he was rescued. The next day, they encountered a storm, and the second ship sank. But there happened to be a third ship, and Peter Ritchie was rescued by the third ship. But something happened along the journey, and the third ship, this is a historical record, you can check out what I'm telling you, it sunk. But there came a fourth ship, and it found that one man in the water. Now, my thing is, I would check him out and wonder if he's sinking these ships, but he wasn't. It was just a freak thing. The fourth ship bailed him out of the water and rescued him. Come on, you're gonna help me preach. But while they're on their journey to Australia, the fourth ship sinks and a fifth ship comes along and bails him out of the water. But the fifth ship sunk, and the sixth ship came along. It was called the City of Leeds. That's the name of the ship, the City of Leeds, L-E-E-D-S. The crew pulled him out of the water, gave him warm clothes, fed him meal. He told them his unbelievable story. And as he finally got over that trip, and they were a few days from the harbor in Sydney, Australia, the captain came to him and he said, "Sir, would you do a favor for us?" And he said, "You saved my life. I'll do anything you ask me to do." He said, "When we started this journey many weeks ago, there was an old mother, an old woman who won the hearts of the crew. She loved on every one of us, and she knew every man on the crew. Every person on the boat was just the crew. And she had a ticket going to Australia, but she became ill about a week ago, and she is so feverish and so sick that she is dying. She's down to nothing. She hasn't eaten anything. She's burning up with a fever, and we think she's so frail she won't last even till we make it to Australia. Would you, because the whole time that she's been ill and sick and delirious out of her mind with fever, she's been praying, oh God, I beg you, let me see my son one more time. Just let me live to see my son, I beg you." And he said she goes in and out of almost a coma, but that's the prayer whenever she comes around. And the crew loves her so much, but she knows all of them, but she won't know who you are because we picked you up in the ocean. Would you pretend to be her son so she can leave this world in peace? He said, "Of course I will." He walked in, and the captain kind of pushed him to the boat. He looked, there was a silver-haired, frail woman burning up with fever. It was obvious she was at the point of death, but under her breath, she was praying, "Oh God, please let me see my son one more time." And suddenly, when Peter Ritchie looked into the face of that woman, he broke and began to weep, because it was his mother, Sarah Ritchie, who had not seen him in 10 years, and she had made a decision to somehow go see her son one more time. And I believe the only reason that 5 ships sinking couldn't take him down, the storm couldn't destroy him, is we are to never underestimate the power of a praying mother. It'll get you through any storm. It'll get you through any crisis. It'll get your family through any kind of stormy weather they're going through. The power of a praying mother.